Dirty Laundry, your home for true crime online. Like, share, subscribe. Spring is coming and another season passes, but still no summer. Summer Moon Utah Wells is now 6 years old and has been missing from Rogersville, Tennessee since June 15th of last year. Her eyes are blue and her natural hair color is blonde, but it could be any color and any length. When Summer was reported missing, she weighed 40 pounds and stood 3 feet tall. If you can help with any information in the case or think you may have seen Summer, call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Keep praying, keep your babies close, and as always, thank you for your kind attention. And now, Jose and Grandis speak. But is either credible? Grandis says Summer was snatched by a stranger in under 2 minutes. Jose says she was a victim of bad parents and a random abduction is impossible. Neither came forward until Don was safely in jail, but now that they have, their interviews don't exactly paint the same picture. Candace is busy trying to do damage control, but her credibility goes down the drain every time she goes online and under the influence. Everyone seems to have an agenda. Who do you believe, and why? Now that Drama Don is safely out of the picture, 2 elusive witnesses have come forward to tell their first-hand eyewitness accounts of life inside and out at Ben Hill Road. Both Grandis and Jose lived on the Ben Hill Road property at the same time. Both seemed to have less than favorable opinions of Don, and both had good reasons to be too intimidated to speak out while Don was free. Candace said in her police report October 2020 that she and her mom were afraid of Don. Jose said he had had issues with SA himself, and after a physical confrontation with Don, he went off the radar completely. Grandis pretty much sticks to the official story and supports her daughter. Jose says that an abduction by a random stranger is highly unlikely and lists scores of hazards and events that he thinks are more likely the cause of Summer's disappearance. They can't both be right. So who do we believe? By now, we've all heard the interview with Jose Roman regarding his stay with Candace and company at Ben Hill Road. So let's cut to the vetting. First, Jose makes some corrections. He says he's not in the Philippines. He says he had a platonic relationship with Candace. And he says Grandis transported him to South Carolina, not North Carolina, after his altercation with Don in October 2020. Among the details of Jose's account of life at Ben Hill Road are some stories that are highly believable and some stories that can only be verified by the boys or Hunter. The more likely true statements include unkept home and property, bugs, head lice, rodents, and snakes, unsafe conditions for children, grooming and predatory behavior by both parents toward minors, constant substance abuse, and children's exposure to inappropriate adult situations. Although specific events, like the kitten story, Candace's relationship with H, Summer wandering off, and the hole-in-the-wall stories, sound typical of the type of behavior we'd expect from Ben Hill Road, the only credible witnesses are sadly the ones who should never have been involved, the children. Cherry-picking inaccuracies in Jose's story only makes Candace and her crew look desperate. Jose would be stupid to lie about a federal investigation. He admits he has no idea where Summer is, so his motivation is not the reward. In fact, he has been bullied and challenged for coming forward, months too late. He's being vilified, but yet he continues to speak out. Grandis, on the other hand, has a lot at stake. She could lose her daughter, her residence, and her right to see her grandchildren if we don't believe her version of the story. Both witnesses seem to love Summer, but only one of them are admitting that Don and Candace were awful parents. Only one of them confirmed the filthy living conditions witnessed by so many and the substance abuse we see every night with our own eyes online. Only Jose Roman is daring to state the obvious, that the Wells home was a rotten place to be a child. Grandis seems blind to her daughter's drinking, loss of her children, and almost nightly online self-humiliation. One of these witnesses sounds remorseful and broken. One sounds defiant and protective. It's all about motive. If it comes down to Grandis's 10-minute Xerox version of Don and Candace's story versus Jose's detailed interview totaling over 7 hours, my bet is on Jose's. Jose sounds pretty proud of himself for standing up to Don about Summer in the shower and the altercation in October 2020, but I think the reason Jose went offline was because it was hard for him to stand up to Don. He claims to be a survivor of child SA himself, so it must have been extremely hard to face someone he considered a predator. So I can actually understand why he was afraid to report his suspicions. Others had reported it and nothing had been done. Maybe he thought he didn't have enough evidence to back up the stories. Maybe he was more afraid of Don than he admits, or maybe he just underestimated what would happen next. But I believe Jose. If we are to believe Grandis, we will also need to accept that Candace is a doting but misunderstood mother who had no blame in the loss of Summer. Knowing what we know, seeing what we see almost daily, a rational person can see that Jose Roman was targeted as a mark by Candace and used for cooking and cleaning and moral support until she showed her loyalty to Don by dropping the order of protection. Candace, Grandis, and Don are covering for each other, and Jose is a threat to their credibility. No wonder they're on the attack. If Ben Hill Road was a good place for children, the boys would not have been removed, and Summer would still be home and safe. When vetting these latest two eyewitnesses in Summer's case, judging by the outcome, it seems Jose Roman's remorse is far more believable than Grandis's unconditional support of her obviously negligent daughter. And that's it. So what's your opinion? Join the conversation below, but please be kind. Some of our visitors are also victims. I'd like to ask your prayers for one of our moderators. Kelly Z is dealing with a health challenge this week, and God knows her needs. We love and miss you, Kelly. Hurry back. Until next time, keep praying for Summer. Stay safe. Keep your little ones close. And I bid you peace, love, and clean laundry.